I remember Sapa. Hello, good morning from Sapa, Vietnam, everybody. I remember 10 years ago when the fancy pan cable car wasn't appeared, and I brought a group of tourists to do their hiking to the rooftop of the mountain, which is the rooftop of Indochina, we call. It is over 3,143 meters above sea level. And that mountain is really challenging. But on top of that is, very beautiful. That's the reason why thousands of people to try to conquer the rooftop of Fancy Pan. And we do have medals and certificates after finishing, after conquered the rooftop of that mountain. And I brought a group of tourists to the rooftop of Fancy Pan Mountain, and then we slept on the tent for one night, and on the next day when we woke up, we saw everything surroundings with a beautiful white snow covered nearby tent, nearby areas. It was extremely slippery. And then I had a small joke to the tourists that I said that, okay, I lost the navigation already, so now we have to find our way. And the tourist was on the verge of tears. And then turned out a very nice trip. And I still brought the tourists up to the top and went down very peacefully, safely. So today is one day like that. It is very cold at the moment. It is 2 degrees in Sapa town right now. Okay, 2 degrees. Is very windy, and on the top of the mountain, it's over there. It's snowy, covered on above of 2,200 meters. So if you are traveling to Sapa, Vietnam during December, January and February, so you gotta get well prepared. Firstly, it's about the warm clothing and things like that. And the second thing is maybe the medicine and something to support you, because it can be very cold and can lead to some kind of sickness. Just like myself, even I'm a local here, but I still get the coughing, and the cough is really serious, and I had a high fever on the other day, so better to prepare. And traveling to Sapa during December, January, February, you need to prepare big jackets and something like what I'm having right now to cover the ears and the head is the most important things. And if you should bring gloves and also the jumpers inside, and good trekking shoes, because that's kind of activities you might do in Sapa. I am now staying in the outskirts of Sapa a little bit. I would say it's about 1.5 or 2 kilometers away from Sapa center. That's the reason why it's so sleazy in here, because it's all the building construction and the garbage on the sides. But don't get me wrong, Sapa is always the top destination that you can travel around. And This is a new residential area in Sapa, and it's very quiet here, not a lot of people. And I have one of their accommodation there, going to provide the accommodation service for tourists in the future, but I'm not sure it's gonna work or not, because this area is a little bit far from Sapa town. And you know what? Today is 28th January, and it considers the last day of the year in Vietnam. Of course, we follow the lunar calendar. The other people call it a Chinese calendar. It's also the same. And yeah, okay. So at the moment it's very cold, and I'm sure that not a lot of tourists can stand on this kind of weather. Stand for this kind of weather, and yeah, so get mentally prepared as well. And one more thing I need to tell you first, that is about today. I mean 29th of January, and the 30th and the 1st of February and the 2nd of February. Those kind of days will be very, very quiet in Sapa, and I mean not a lot of tourists, and you don't find good restaurants. But if you are a person who willing to try the local food, I mean the street foods and the other things, then you can easily to grab something on the street. But if you want to come to formal restaurants, I mean international restaurants where they serve their proper meals, then it's very difficult. Most of the restaurants are closed, but we have the street foods and some kind of food court. Yeah, and, they are almost everywhere in Sapa town at that time. And one more thing I need to remind is about the price of those kind of food stuff. Gonna be kind of pricey, and maybe you're gonna get a rip-off. But it's the new year. Okay. And sometimes if you visit to any local house, you get a free meal. Okay, that's very interesting, because we always welcome a guest coming to our house during the New Year time. And if you can say something like Happy New Year, and of course you have to say it in Vietnamese. Okay, and I'm going to tell you now. Happy New Year is Chúc mừng năm mới. Okay, Chúc mừng năm mới, and don't forget to say the following words. Chúc mừng năm mới, an khang thịnh vượng. Chúc mừng năm mới, an khang thịnh vượng is the most important words during the New Year in Vietnam. Okay. Okay, that's it for today's video, and yeah, hopefully you have some experience and understand a little bit about the cultures in Vietnam, especially in Sapa. And don't forget, if you have any plans or to travel to Vietnam any time of the year, okay, even just after this video, just leave me a question in the description box, and I'll answer them all. And yeah, maybe you'll be the first guest who stay in our property. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.